Howdy and aloha. Welcome to Manata. The earth and you are ohana. We hope you stay and talk.
Howdy and aloha, everyone. It's James with Manata. January the 30th, 2024. And my ongoing documentary on my 7th channel due to the 1984 Orwellian Ministry of Truth process for YouTube. Just laying stuff out there. Yeah, we're seeing some interesting events occur this year. And I'm starting to think that it's not a coincidence. Most people kind of get what these guys are going to do to stop Trump. It's fucking so obvious. You know, let's keep creating more wars, more conflicts, more this, more that. As much chaos as possible. To let it escalate and get worse and worse and worse, and then the next thing you know, bazumba, right? What was that? The guys with the bazumba. What's his name that used to do the thing at? Oh my God! Okay. It's the point where it's, God, I hate when this happens. When a mind goes in certain different. Oh, wait, let me get an apple. The Big Bang Theory, right? Big Bang. He says bazumba or something like that. We're seeing more and more craziness in so many ways. It's pretty nuts. Impeachment against Mayorkas. You have, which is definitely warranted. All these big storms. I want to just show you this. Hey, let's see if this is commercial.
Question.
Of course. And hear what this lady says. How she starts this.
Ready. Our other top story, get ready. Another atmospheric river is headed our way. That means a lot of rain and a lot of... Another atmospheric river is headed our way. That means...
Atmospheric river. Haven't heard that one before. Of course it's because of climate change. You guys know that. These atmospheric river. Look at it. It even says right there. NBC. Atmospheric river. Last year's storm, and so far here in Missouri, it's been not that crazy. I think it's, compared to last year, it hasn't much, not much has happened. It's been cold. But as far as snowfall, blizzards, anything really crazy here in Missouri hasn't been in regards to the atmospheric rivers and tsunamis and whatever they want to call them. Has been pretty mild. You know, it's not over yet, so things can still happen. But these things back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s were called winter. Winter. This is winter or spring, right? In that area. And now they're just catastrophic and oh my God, it's just fucking nuts. It's just they're the psyop that I'm seeing that people are buying is, and it was really interesting because Tucker and Russell Brand were on today, and they were talking about where the hell is it? How they like to keep
to the leak in the first instance. These kind of stories are never told. There are no legacy media organisations that worked in conjunction with one another to attack me, evidently, and by their own reckoning over a series of years. They are not conducting investigations into Epstein Island. They're not conducting investigations into the nature of the pandemic, how it was funded, where the money went, where it came from, the efficacy of lockdowns. Where are these investigations?
Even the fabled Times of London?
Yeah, if you watch this interview, and I watched about 3/4 of it here, clearly indicates, and they kind of say it every once in a while, that they keep people on the edge. And it, as I just showed you, they do it with the weather people, the financial people. Everybody is just trying to keep people in constant mental trauma. And it's so freaking obvious. To keep you centered on other things. Right? They're and that's a really good point they bring up. I mean, you're not seeing, they don't bring up the Kool-Aid that they had everybody take in 2021 and getting all your extras, they call them. They didn't really get into that, which is a little interesting to me that interview between Russell and Tucker, because that is definitely something that we must and absolutely need to put more investigation into. And I'm gonna, throw this out there because there were 651,000 additional, see you laters to people all over this United States in the past 2 years. In 2021, 2022, 2023. And it's, is it just people are just eating worse? I mean, look, I understand what is presented to me, and I understand what is out there, and what we're up against, and it's a gigantic beast. It's Davy against Goliath. It's an insurmountable force of advertising, marketing, branding. I say it all the time, but it's very powerful. It's very hard for so many people to see past it, to kind of see through the cracks, to see what is the real story then? If you guys are focusing on this, you at this point, or anybody at this point, needs to say to themselves, something just happened. Wait a second here. Aren't there other things out there that are a little more important that maybe people haven't really, like Tucker and Russell were just saying there? Aren't there other questions that we need to look into? I mean, there's a giant list of stuff. How about Wiener's laptop, Debbie Wasserman Schultz's laptop, Wasserman and Dr. Shiva? That he went to town on them, and nothing really transpired of it. They squashed the election rigging that he was able to prove. Awan Brothers hard drive, Seth Rich laptop, right? Where's that? Pelosi laptop, Hunter Biden laptop. There's so many German servers, cocaine at the White House. I mean, the stuff that just disappeared. Obama and his chef. And there's been more occurrences. First he wasn't there, but then Obama was there, and then we find out that the guy was naked. Which is just so many weird things. The Quick pro quo what Biden's always doing, smash Blackberries, Hillary just smashing her Blackberries. Epstein client list, nobody's talking about that. Maui fires. That's one of the biggest things that people are not inquiring about. It's so interesting how meek, malleable, obedient, and complacent people have become over the past few years. It is just mind-boggling to me. I just am... While the world is burning around you, your country is literally on its last step. It's completely out of canteen water. It's in the middle of the fucking the Sahara Desert or wherever. I mean, it's in the middle of the dry desert. It's just running out of everything. And they keep there's no defense for our borders. There's nothing. A few thousand people a year. This has been happening for a long time. It's never been a big issue for me. But more and more people are saying right now, this is way out of fucking control. And somebody gave it away the other day. I believe it was somebody said that it was about redistricting. They're going to put these people in states where they can claim. Okay, here it is. So if you have a population of this many people and this amount of people registers to vote, if you get people that register the vote, that's a tally. You understand? Okay. So that's a number based on how many votes actually vote. It should be less. It shouldn't be more, because you shouldn't be able to vote if you're not registered. But this happened. But the fact that people actually in 2020 magically appeared and voted, and it went over the registered amount. Over the registered amount. Right, so this time, let's bring in some new bodies. And this isn't the only reason why they're doing this. This isn't the only reason. This is part of the reason. So they can say, well, these people registered. But who are these people and where are they from? And they register so they can get that number. It doesn't mean that they actually are legal voters. Does that make sense? So as long as they can get the registration as a ticking number. That's basically what's going on here. And that's only part of what they're doing. That's only part of what they're doing. Let me see if I got this right here. Let me see. The mules. Oh, yeah, this is important. Here's part of that number right there, right? This thing wouldn't swipe. My God, it's just, and some of the music these people play in this, and this is just crazy. Anyway, 4 million minutes of surveillance video around the country. 2,000 mules reveals estimated number of harvested votes from mules that delivered to the Dropbox. They witnessed and counted, and this is them doing the tally, that there were 92,000 in Georgia, 207,000 in Arizona. Wisconsin had 83,000. Michigan had 226,000. Pennsylvania had 209,000. Yeah, just stuffing these boxes. That's pretty crazy, right? That's pretty crazy. It's God, just the music. Fuck. You don't have to play music on your TikTok. You really don't. So the biggest concern now is, what are we doing to stop this? Is because the Biden administration keeps saying, along with this chick, Oh, you got to hear this.
What I will say, obviously, our deepest condolences go out, and our heartfelt condolences go out to the families who lost three folks who are military folks, who are brave, who are always fighting, who are fighting on behalf of this administration, of the American people. Obviously, more importantly, we lost those souls. What I will say, obviously, our deepest condolences go out, and our heartfelt condolences go out to the families who lost three folks who are military folks, who are brave, who are always fighting, who are fighting on behalf of this administration, of the American people. Obviously, more importantly, we lost those souls.
These people are on fucking drugs. They are. I think, I keep saying this, right, as I scratch my nose. We need, as I had when I was in the military and when I at many of my jobs, got to get the security clearance, and then you have random tests to see if you're taking drugs. Now, pot, I guess, is not really a big thing anymore, but let's just say if this chick was doing like the rest of the administration and bringing cocaine into the White House. Well, she's a crack pipe mama. I wouldn't put it past. I keep saying fucking random drug tests for everybody, every bureaucrat, all of them, teachers, all of them. Instead of under-the-counter drugs and over-the-counter drugs and stuff you can get illegal. I mean, just most people just fucking gone. I'm telling you, drugs are bad. I'm telling you. And I'm just, it's just nuts. How in the fuck? You can tell the sincerity on her face. It's so fucking terrible. It's terrible. These people just don't give a shit. They claim that they give a shit, but they don't give a shit. I don't, that's just pretty much how it's working. What else is in here that I was going to put up? Right here. This is the one I brought. Right. Here it is. So I remember Judicial Watch put this information out there and it went nowhere. If you think the cheating was only in 5 or 6 states, consider this. According to Judicial Watch, and they did a thorough investigation, 353 counties in 29 different states had vote registrations exceeding. This is what I'm talking about. Exceeding the registration. How could that be? You should only be able to vote if you're already pre-registered. Registration happens before you pull the levers or check the boxes. That's how it's supposed to work. It wasn't an election, it was a coup. Disguised in an election. Yeah. And I showed how it worked. Yeah. I showed how they used Fluvid to frickin' elongate the time and do other means of mail-in, absentees, all kinds of different variations of how you could manipulate and move things without a lot of people being around, for one. And they were fucking putting boards up so you couldn't see what the fuck they were doing. They were saying it was because it was bothering them. Look, I think all the votes should be counted in a fucking stadium. I'm going to say this again. Every vote, paper, ballot. Trump's already saying, and Vivek and everybody in their campaign, not the RNC, right? Not the Rhipiglicans, not the Demoncrats. Trump's already saying a national holiday. Paper ballots, receipts, the whole 9 yards, ID. If you don't have an ID, go get a fucking ID. If you really want to vote, they're going to... All the states that offer the IDs, they're free. Just go get it, take your social security card, let them, go through the database, make sure you're a fucking actual United States citizen. Not an illegal immigrant voting, which is what they're going to use that for. It's just part of their process. Right? It's just part of their process. But this is really nuts. 353 counties in 29 different states exceeded the registration. What does that... I mean, what does that say? What is that? That's not frivolous. They can't put that out there. They would definitely be sued. They have not seen a single lawsuit in regards to putting out that information. They know the counties that did it. They know what states they were in. Right? And these things fucking happened. This is about 2020. Yeah. If you still think that Donald Trump doesn't deserve his going to be third term, then I have there's nothing I can do for you. There's nothing I can do for you. I gave you the scenario. It's like Mary and Billy in high school. Mary's been going out talking to people, getting people to vote, getting her support out. She's going to change the menu at the lunch line, and she wants to get more, wholesome food, more pizza or whatever, they do. I remember when I was there, they used to say, we need to have more pizza days. And okay, people, yeah, to get your, but whatever it takes. And then they go to count the ballots. And then they find out that somebody was cheating and Billy was cheating. Right? Billy's cheating. And so they found out that Billy was writing in his own ballots. All his same penmanship. Probably not cursive. But the thing is Mary should have been the freaking person. She should have been the elected president of the class. So what do you do for Mary? You just make her run a different one or give it to her? What's the fair thing to do? Oh, dilemma. See, right there's your dilemma in your head. I don't know, man. Well, it's obvious that, he wrote in extra ballots to cheat. He rigged it. So, but he's been dubbed the president of the school for, a couple of weeks now. So what do we do? What's the right thing to? What's the best thing? What's the honorable, ethical thing to do? I know what the right thing to do is. Most of you don't. People that watch this don't. All right. I'm going to dive a little deeper here. I got something from Cheryl, and I was able to throw it on my... Jeez, that was a good song, though. Where did I put it? Where is it? I'm going to pin this to the top. Pin to profile. Pinned. Good. Here it is right here. There it is. Let's see if we can open it. Uh-oh. Here it is. Cheryl stuff. But this is happening. Judy Binghamton, Black Swan events, financial crash and motion, Biden confirms Trump as sitting president. He said it. He said it on national TV the other day. He started complaining about it, and then Biden goes, a sitting president. Can you believe that? A sitting president did that. Right? But what's happening is what I'm saying, and I've been saying it for, I don't know, at least a year now. that these people are going to go after Trump and they're going to do whatever they can to cause as much chaos. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm getting to. Right? They don't want you to see, where's this list at again? Hang. They don't want you to see the list. They don't want you to know about this. They don't want you to see this. Why they fear Trump. This is why. This is exactly freaking why. They don't want none of this to be exposed, because what it's going to do is put people in jail. For treason, domestic terrorism, collusion. The corruption is going to be off the fucking hook. But it's interesting, as you look at this huge list, they don't want to divulge this information. Why don't they want to fucking show us the information? You ever ask yourself that? I think that's the biggest question you should ask yourself right now about the Democrat. You should ask yourself, so why don't you want to show us the information? If you are being honest, and if you if you don't have anything to hide, I mean, why don't you just show us everything you got? Right? That's why I always say real patriots don't hide their fucking faces on YouTube and all that shit. Right? Some people do it because they don't want to lose their job. Look, I'm not hurting anybody. You know, I'm just got a YouTube show that I've had since 2017. I've been talking about Citizens United, which you guys need to look up forever. Get money out of politics. I've been trying to get Medicare for all in some way, shape, or form. I've been trying to get, a living wage for everybody in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, I know that's a little liberal about, but I mean, the minimum wage hasn't been changed since 2009. And I do believe there are states out there where you can survive off $12 an hour, but that's what I'm talking about, surviving. No. You need to look also at the ratio of the working class to the CEO. It's in the United States, it's like 500 or 600%. When back in the 60s and the 70s, it was like 50% or 40% difference. Now it's just like 500 or 600%. These people are taking so much money and they're still starving. They're just starving the fuck out of their employees, left and right. Now I'm all for capitalism, right? I am totally for capitalism because our country's been a capitalistic country since day one. That's how industries have been made. That's how connections from different countries have been made. And I'm not big on the oversight, but the biggest thing about that is if you have these, let's look at Ford. Yeah, I had it on there. I'll put it up again. Dang it, I was echoing shit. Darn it. All right. See, if this thing is blinking, I'm not echoing. Because this other microphone messes up, but I can't hear stuff. Anyway. Yeah, so my biggest issue with capitalism is the greed of it. That's it. That's all. Just the greed of it and how it doesn't come in many cases it doesn't come back around to, as Reagan used to put it, the trickle down effect. I let me give you a good example. There's a pandemic that happened in 2020 and it started coming through the world, and all of a sudden it hits the United States, right? This quote unquote pandemic. And they close everything down, lock it all down, right? And they only need 2 weeks to stop the curve, right? And the only things they leave up are the people that basically, the majority of them, don't have health care because they can't afford it, worked the longest hours, and had no personal protective equipment, gloves, masks, and all that stuff. And that was the fast food industry. And I will tell you, anybody that owns a Carl's Jr. or a Hardee's or a Taco Bell or a Jack in the Box or a Del Taco or a Kentucky Fried Chicken or Popeye, I'm telling you, they fucking made a ton of money. Little Caesars, the person that used to be here on with me, Stevie, hope she's doing better. Well, get back on, by the way. Start doing those. They need you out there. I'm just letting you know. We all need you. But here's the thing. We were in that position where we were actually watching the bottom of the totem pole hold it together for everyone. And we realized that those people were more significant than ever. What was odd is that I thought it was just odd just having the people that don't have health care, that if they get sick, they're screwed. Were working when they were sick anyway and told to do so. I mean, ask Stevie with Red in Economics, she'll fucking tell you. And then there's some other things that were happening. They were running out of protective equipment, the gloves, the masks. I mean, talk about the doing the wrong thing. Everything was wrong with that, because now you're going through exchanging germs with your credit card or your money and going to the next person, because guess what? They didn't sanitize their hand for the 350 to 1,000 customers they had per day. That never happened. Right? And then the stupidest thing was Walmart, instead of increasing its hours to spread people out so they wouldn't cough on each other, supposedly, they reduced the hours. So people were shoved in there, but you still had to stay 6 foot safe, 6 foot safe, 6 foot safe. It was fucking ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Yeah, I'm going to play that in a second. Yeah, so I'm just telling you that these people are the people that, I mean, that was even said on mainstream media. The people that are getting us through this are the on the bottom of the fucking totem pole. And what did they get for surviving all that shit? The delivery guy delivering your groceries, this, you know, you got a tip every now and then. Good for him. But they still got nothing. They still got nothing. While these, you know, I didn't see a fucking bonus or anything go to my ex. I was like, what the fuck? She just worked through the pandemic. Quote unquote. Just worked through the whole fucking thing, and she was sick some of the time. And many of them were sick. As a matter of fact, all of them were sick. But they were forced and told to fucking work. At minimum wage. Do you know how much some of those people were making an hour? $8, $10 an hour. California, they're making like $11, $12 an hour. And this, you know, I like capitalism. I think it's pretty much the backbone of how our country most exists. But we've got to be a little fairer, don't you think? Don't you think we should just be a little fair to the people that are in the trenches? You know, there are people in schools and the lunch lines and stuff like that were working their butts off, and they weren't making extra money. Doing whatever they could, and the schools were shut down anyway in most cases. I mean, there's so many instances that I can point out forever and ever and ever on how the wages of our times do not fit what we're going through, especially in the past few years with fucking pedo Joes and his lunatic fucking administration in office. They've just destroyed. I mean, inflation is crazy. Gas, eggs, this, that. I mean, you fucking know it. You know, my favorite hat, like I've always said, is I like the one that says, make bacon $1.99 again. That's a fucking good. That's a good fucking. It's a red hat, right? But it's a. I want to get that hat. Somebody send me that hat. But I'll probably get it. Yeah, I feel for the people that are out there in the trenches that are worth more. You know, and I know there are people out there that are worth more that didn't get what they would deserved. It's still happening to this day. You know, it's things have just gone so far to the greed. It's just the greed. It's just the greed. Now, if you're out there working, you're a plumber, electrician, carpenter, whatever, and you're having to charge a certain amount, you're a fucking mechanic for automotive, whatever, and you're trying to make your money. I get that. You know, most of those people, by the way, there are some scams. I've seen it. It's happened to me. I remember one time I went into this place, and this guy wanted to charge me for to fix my carburetor. He wanted to put something about, it was the distributors that go into each of the plug areas. Anyway, and he said you should just replace all those. I said no. This has happened before. Right? And he goes, what? And I go, yeah, it's the EGR valve. I'm just getting an EGR valve. And you just told me I need to pay $700 for something when I know the EGR valve is going to cost. I just don't like taking it apart if you want to do it. It should be about $140 according to your scale, right? Your fee schedule. And the guy goes, I'll do it for less than that. And I go, you know what? I'm just not. I'll see you later. I'm not going to come. You won't see me again. Just tried to fucking rip me off, like right there. I didn't tell him that I used to work with my grandfather as a mechanic. I built a few fucking small blocks and big box engines. I've turned a few wrenches, let's just say. But they don't care. They're going to try to do what they can. Some of them can't, but that's the problem. There's an issue out there, and life isn't fair. I get that, but we can't just let these people fucking just keep stomping on us, man. It's the income inequality. I'm just gonna bring it up. Inequality. Oh, it's I put out E. What a ding. Yeah, let's see if some images here and where that's at. Inequality trends of U.S. income. Here we go. Pew Research. Household income growth following the growth recession. Yeah, not good. Why and how investors can respond. There's a gender gap. That's all this. It goes straight to get gender shit. Right. Income inequality in America. What we need to know. The top 20% receive more than 50% of total income. Outsourcing and technology have increased income inequality. Employment, training, investment, and education could improve. Not do anything. Oh, here's TED Talk. I don't want to fucking watch that. I think there's some. I do think there are ethical, moral, and understanding business owners out there. I do believe that exists. But to leave it solely in their hands is my biggest concern. Right? So here's the question. There are 5 companies in a city. 5 companies that provide a particular service, right? And in those 5 companies, one pays a good amount per hour for their employees, a decent wage, you know. Another one doesn't pay that much, but they got a lot of advertising. The other one pays their employees really well. They provide a great health benefit plan for them. They get tax write-offs and subsidies by the government. Let's just hypothetically say this is the case. And the income inequality just really isn't there. The owner of the company makes money, does pretty good, and find out that the people that work for them stay on longer. The people that work for them, they enjoy going to work. They enjoy doing the service, providing the job, building the machine, working in the factory, whatever the case may be. Because they like the Christmas parties, they like the Thanksgiving parties that they have at the company. They have a softball team afterwards, right? That they all go to, and they have bowling clubs for the company, and they really make it a family event. The company really goes out of their way to provide not just income, but life for them. Right? There's a company I worked for. It's called Consumer Portfolio Services. It's CPS, which wasn't Child Protective Service. But I was there for 6 years. It was the longest place I worked at, right? Because I haven't really been in a company like that before. But we had 2 internal seasons of 8 teams, and there were like 300 and something people at this particular facility in Irvine, California. It was a 3-story building, and I helped put together with the city and the parks and the local schools that we created an internal softball league, co-ed softball league. It was fucking awesome. Before that, we were doing the flag football games at the local parks and stuff like that, and I was refereeing for that. And then we had treasure hunts, and this fucking company had the most amazing, and ask anybody. They had the most amazing Christmas parties. And they used to get pretty crazy. They'd start at like 3 in the afternoon on it was the first Friday of Christmas, right? Of December. It was the first Friday of December where we'd have the Christmas party, because the tree's been up for a little bit. They got everything, you know. It's all about Christmas, Nat. Not about the fucking holidays. It's about Christmas, right? And so it starts about 3, and everybody had a battle of who had the best bar at their fucking office. Who had the best bar? I mean, I wish I had pictures. I'm sure somebody does out there. I bet you I can find them. But our fucking department, our marketing department, had the best fucking bar. We won it hands down. And then they would do the raffles, and people were getting like big screen televisions and cameras and, you know, all kinds of shit. They were getting, you know, there was like gift certificates for like $100, $200. It was nuts. They were a lot of financial companies were doing really well in 1999, 2000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, and then 7 happened, right? But man, what if those years were just fucking huge for so many companies. So many companies were just going crazy because we were putting people off the streets inside to auto loans. Yeah. That's another topic. And then Obama bailed out the banks. Remember? He bailed out the banks. Well, everybody else lost their houses and their jobs and were fucked. God, what a dick. Let me get back to Judy. Okay. Where is it? Where did I put it? Where did I put that? Yeah. So what I'm saying is, you can have a decent company with a decent, not a decent, you can have a great company. People can create great companies out there for their employees. You know, it's possible to do that. And I think it's going to come back. I think if we can get Trump back in office, we can fix the country. We can stop the World Economic Forum and their fucking horrific agenda. Stop the WHO. Stop all these fucking globalist, pedo-predator class pieces of shit. And get back to the fucking basics, you know? Get back to the way the world was. You know, I was much better in 2019 than definitely in 2020, 2021, 22, 23, 24. Yeah, and here's a good one. Black hole particles accelerators are causing mysterious cosmic rays. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that lovely? So the CERN is creating black holes. And they've been doing that for a while. Little speck of black, little tiny ones. But here's the problem. They are in the World Economic Forum controls CERN. And most of them. It's just really not a good... It's like giving a fucking... You know, it's like giving a fucking gun to a monkey. I'm just telling you, it's bad. One of the many reasons that we need to protect Trump to make sure... says not. Oh, you got to watch this one. We're going to play this one for sure.
Concerned that Trump might be elected again? Shortly.
I think it's very likely. And if it happens, it is likely to be the kind of like the death blow to what remains of the global order. And he says it openly. Now again, it should be clear that many of to what remains of the global order. And he says it to what remains of the global order.
The global order. Where did this start? The global order.
And he says it openly. Now again, it should be clear that many of these politicians, they present a false dichotomy, a false binary vision of the world, as if you have to choose between patriotism and globalism, between being loyal to your nation and being loyal to some kind of, I don't know, global government or whatever.
He fucking just gave it away. He totally fucked himself on this one.
Binary vision of the world, as if you have to choose between patriotism and globalism, between being loyal to your nation
or
and being loyal to some kind of, I don't know, global government or whatever.
He fuck. Oh, you didn't see that shit. Sorry. Let me do it again. That's so funny. He totally just shit at him. He just shit in his own mouth. Let's do it again.
Concerned that Trump might be elected again? Shortly.
I think it's very likely. And if it happens, it is likely to be the kind of like the death blow to what remains of the global order. And it remains of the global order. Remains
The
of
death
the
blow.
global order.
He's
And he says it openly.
yes.
So again, it should be clear that many of these politicians, they present a false dichotomy, a false binary vision of the world, as if you have to choose between patriotism and globalism, between being loyal to your nation and being loyal to some kind of, I don't know, global government or whatever.
Some kind of global government. That's all they talk about. Global is corporate governance. He totally fucking shit on himself there.
Nation and being loyal
He's fucked
to
up.
some kind of, I don't know, global government or whatever. And globalism, between being loyal to your nation and being loyal to some kind of, I don't know, global government or whatever.
Yeah, I want to be loyal to my nation, to my country, to its people. First and foremost. That's it. That's what brought me here. That's what gave me my football games when I was a kid. That's how I was able to take my kids, and I was able to go to fucking the Rams games. I was able to go see the Oakland A's play. I was able to fucking, when I was a kid, I used to go to, just recently, hockey games, watching the Ducks, watching the fucking LA Kings. I'd go see the fucking Clippers. I would go see the Lakers. I've seen the Lakers when Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar were playing fucking the Celtics, man. Larry Bird. I went to some of those games. Right? That's the country I want. Right? I want to see my daughter. I used to watch her play t-ball. Get to first base. She's all totally stoked. Watch her play rugby and win the fucking national championship. That's the kind of country that I want. Not your fucking country. Right? Where everybody has to eat fucking bugs. You own nothing and be happy. How stupid is that? That's your fucking... That's Yuval Harari. He's the second man on the totem pole alongside of Klaus Schwab of the World Economic Forum. This guy's a sick bastard. Right? Yeah, I don't want the Demoncrats vision, okay, of old men, old fat 40-something-year-olds in thongs, pole dancing in front of fucking children in the fucking classroom. Yeah, I don't want that either. Yeah, fuck that. So I'm going to do what I think is best, and I'm going to vote for the guy that doesn't want it either. Right? That's sick of this bullshit. That should have been fucking president in 2020. But they fucking stole it. Yeah, fuck these people. If you side with if you're voting for Biden, you're going along with it. All this stuff, you are just as guilty as everybody else, and that's the bottom line. If you still think that's the guy, then you're as guilty as every fucking buddy else. Right here it says one of the many reasons that we need to protect Trump and make sure he is POTUS is because they said Trump said death to the global order. This is what this guy is saying. Yeah, it would be death to the global order. Okay, so I don't give a fuck. And what the fuck is the global order? Yeah, we know what it is. By the way, the Nazis marketed, advertised, and branded the word order on anything they could. Everything. They abused the word order, but they did it very marketingly, in a sense. Right? Here's another reason why they want to get rid of him. I just went over the list. I should show it again. But he's going to expose this stuff too. You're not concerned about this? If you're not concerned, when my daughter was growing up, my daughters, by the way, nobody really was talking or worried about this. But this has gotten really bad in the past decade or so. Like, very bad. Like, so bad that many people are trying to stop it, put people in jail that are doing it. And then there's the other side, the Demoncrats, Democrat, that are fucking okay with this shit. You don't want to look at it. You don't want to look at that? That's real. Right? That's why they're terrified of him, because he's gonna expose all that. If you're a part of it, and if you're near it or around it, or if you've done it, you're gone. You were gone. Yeah, you're gone. Just letting you know. It's. I can't wait to see the busloads of bureaucrats and school board members being fucking carted away to fucking jail. Because that's where they need to go. All these council members, all these school administrators pushing that shit on children, babies. You sick fucking bastards. God, man. There's a good one. Where's the one right here? So how is Leah Thomas still a thing? This guy, his name is William, I think, right? It's William. Now, how in the fuck is this male man not a woman still not in fucking prison? Honestly. I'm still fucking trying to figure that out. How is that guy, still, they strip him of everything, thank the gods. Thank Jesus, thank God, thank everyone. We should have never been in this, yeah. And this happened. What did Trump say? I would have never let it happen. I would have never have let that happen. That's what he said. But that's what they want to do. They want some chaos. Let me get to that, because that's what's happening. This is what Judy's saying. Okay, and I might play a little of it. Let me see here. Judy Byington, Black Swan events, financial crisis in motion. Biden confirms Trump is sitting president. He did. He actually said it with foreign military units arrested in U.S. Special Intel report. Yeah, let's see what's going on here. All right, and this guy's just trying to save kids. Well, you think it's not true. That's up to you. You don't know what's going on. Let's see what we got here. Is this on YouTube or is this...
Hello, Patriots. I'm at Restored Republic via a GCR update for Monday, January 29th, 2024, compiled by Judy Byington. Checkmate, down they go, blackout necessary. It's only wise to have at least a 3-week supply of food, water, cash, Biden administration. Sunday, January 28th, it's time, Jaco. It's time to get...
Okay. Disney will employ caught with child. It's just a border fetus cells produced. Oh, there's so much shit here. Look at this. This is a lot of stuff. Oh wait, what's this one? Hold on. Oh God. This is a lot of stuff to go through. Yeah, and then we find out the freaking
2023.
6 was a coup. George Soros' son amplified. Remember Julian Assange?
Are you lost, sweetheart?
Mutual value, which can challenge those strengths and self-interested values of the warmongers in this country and in others that have formed hand in hand an alliance to take money from the United States, from every NATO country, from Australia and BAM.
I told you.
Launder it through Iraq.
She's saying all the shit that I already say. Has she been doing this for a long time, Cheryl? Because I'm telling you, everything she's showing and talking about, I've already talked about, and I'm telling you, I need to get on her show, or she needs to come on my show, or whatever the case may be. But that's exactly what's happened. She says the right, launder it through. They're laundering it through wherever they can. I keep telling my senator, I said, look, Eric Schmidt, and I go to him, bro, stop passing anything. Don't pass anything. Wait. Everybody wait. Wait until 2025. Just wait. Because every single penny that the Demoncrats and Rhipiglicans, yes, there's some Republicans that are still following, and this is the title of the show, they still obey their fucking World Economic Forum masters. They're still doing it. That's where that money goes. It doesn't fucking go to what they say they're going. Where do you think the Biden the border money is going to go that the Democrats are asking for? Where do you think that's going to go? Do you think it's going to go to stopping, or is it going to go to processing more? Paying for more people to go down and open more of the fence, more of the wall, more of the barrier, more of to let. We're now at 8.2 fucking million in less than 3 years. This is crazy. This is crazy. How are you okay with that? Wait until they start getting in the workforce. Just you'll see. Them Demoncrats. Wait, yeah. And all the other shit they have going for them. Yeah, I like that stuff. She's some good stuff. I've never heard of her before, but I like her. I think I'm going to start paying attention to her, but she's just saying the same shit I've been saying for a long time. You know, that's basically it. I like her stuff, though. Very, very good. Where else are we at here? Let me see here. Let me go back. Yeah, so we should have never been there in the first place. In this fucking Gaza, Palestine, Iranian bullshit. Trump said it. I wouldn't have never let that happen. And I told you why it happened. It was obvious how it happened. It was fucking so obvious on how that happened. And I fucking told everybody how it happened. You know, they shut up, man, this fucking
If Bruce Jenner can keep his MB.
Man, I'm going to show it right here. This is, no, not favorites. It's my, yeah, let's go back. Profile. God dang it, this thing does the weirdest shit when you get to it. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, right here, I indicated. Right? This is what I indicated. This was back in 10/7/2023, October. That's the first thing I looked up and I was able to see. Right? Wonder where Hamas got their money to bomb Israel. Biden administration clears the way for a prisoner swap deal. There's a few of them. Iran lifts freeze of $6 billion in Iran funds. Lifted the freeze. So they moved on that freeze. People say they didn't to get that money, but they did. As soon as they lifted the freeze, they were able to transfer money. So don't let them tell you that didn't happen. Don't let them tell you that didn't fucking happen. It happened. And all of a sudden, these guys are jumping for joy and saying death to us and all this other crap. They just got paid to start the next war. That's how it works. That's how it works. I'm not going to say it again. That's how it works. They just keep them coming. They just keep them coming, and all that money that NATO puts out in all these countries, all that fucking money. Let me tell you where that money goes. It goes straight to the World Economic Forum and their agendas. That's where it goes. That's why you see all these fucking billionaires and yeah, thank you. I'm glad I showed it too. I'm able to do that. I just figured out how to do it. Yeah, but anyway, so a lot of stuff I can start putting it up there. But here's the thing that everybody just doesn't get, right? And I've told you Iran and Palestine. Excuse me, Israel and Palestine always comes up every few years. Just fucking look it up. It's like their go-to supply the military-industrial complex thing. It's just the way it's worked. And yes, I don't feel good about fucking people dying out there, but the Democrats want fucking war. The Rhipiglicans want war. They want to keep feeding the coffers. None of that fucking money goes there. You think it's going to stop it? It's just going to make it worse. Every time you give money to the Demoncrats right now, it's like pouring gas on a fucking fire. No, it's like throwing nitroglycerin in a fucking fire. These people are just hell-bent on taking down this country and handing it over to the World Economic Forum. That's it. Prove me wrong. I've got all the information. Fucking go to the website. It's all below here, DIYLiberty.org. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I saw that. I played that. Biden is a sitting president. It's fucking crazy. I'm gonna play it again here just so everybody can see. It's great. It's great to see this motherfucker. Where is it? Right. Let me play this one first because he got a little lost here. Yeah. Here we go. Watch this. Look at how he can barely walk to the podium. Oh shit. No. Look at the diagonal he makes. Look at the ground and the direction that he goes. Watch. Right here. Watch this. Oh, you can't see it. I'm gonna make it real big so you can see it. Okay. Watch. Okay. Just watch. Watch how he moves. Look, to the left, to the right, and to the left again. He did not take a straight line. That is fucking terrible. Just watch. Look at the line of his feet that he drives. He's going to the left, and they go to the right, and they go back to the left again. He almost missed the podium. Oh, I better grab the podium. I can't fucking... For fuck's sakes. Yeah, where's the one where he said it? I know I got it here somewhere. Oh, here it is. Right here.
That American consumers are facing real confidence in their economy we're building. Let me tell you who else is noticing that. Donald Trump. Did you see what he recently said about that he wants to see the economy crash this year?
Really?
A sitting president. As he say in my face, bless me, Father, that America.
What did he say? Wait, what did you just say?
Consumers are facing real confidence in their economy we're building. Wants to see the economy crash this year? A sitting president. 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 As he said, a sitting president. A sitting president. As he say in my face this year.
How do you can't say that unless you actually believe it's happening. That for him to make a mistake like that, you could say for a guy that's Donald Trump that, you know, who's fucking wears the wrong colored socks, you know, or something like that. But it's almost like he knows that he's the actual sitting president. Isn't that where it rings with you? Because that's where it rings with me. That's the only way he would have that thought in his mind, is knowing that inside somewhere in that fucked up dementia, fucked up pedo mind of his is the truth. That fucking Donald Trump is the sitting president. And he knows it. And he's just a fucking piece of shit actor anyway. Piece of shit. God, these people, man. Yeah, Trump wants peace. He's always wanted peace. He said in his interview, and I think it was, I don't know if it was Megyn Kelly, but no, it was on prime time. It was on 60 Minutes or something like that. He was, I just want the killing to stop. That's his exact words. I want the killing to stop. That's it. I don't, you know, look, if he gets in the office, there will not be a Democratic Party anymore anywhere. Libertarian Party will come out. I think it'll all be independents, I'm hoping. Because that's what Vivek wants. I don't think he's in there. These people just aren't interested in the whole party platform. Neither am I, because that fucking George Washington said, adamantly, he just thinks the party whole dynamics is stupid. I believe him. I've been about that for a long time. You're just an American citizen and you fucking vote. I don't have to fucking register for this party or that party or this party or that party. Just fucking, I'm voting. You bring your guy out here and I'll vote for him. If he's number 20th on the totem pole, then I might still vote for him. Right? But if he's fucking not polling, but he's actually saying the stuff that I want to hear and want to do, then I'm going to fucking vote for that guy. Now, here's the weird thing about that, is you could have 1,000 people running for president. People don't realize this, but there are usually dozens of people running for president every fucking year. People don't even know it. So, you got the money, you got the power, and if you can keep it to, which I don't really believe, if you leave it to the government to decide who gets the advertising and who doesn't, then you're really fucked. That's what the Democrats want. They don't talk about Citizens United, but they want control over that process. So what I'm saying is anybody that's running for president that has a certain amount of signatures by a certain amount of time in each state, verifiable signatures, then that's who you put forth at least a year prior to the election. A year prior. So those are the people that get to keep campaigning, and their names are out there so you can research them. Right? And what they're talking about, what their background is, who they're from, where they're, whatever. Because some people have criteria that they want people to meet. Were you in the military? Right? But this is a good one, man.
A sitting president.
This is such a fucking joke. This country's turned out a fucking joke. I swear to God. It's because you fucking dumbass fucking Biden. God, you people, I swear to God, what the fuck happened to you? You lost your goddamn reasoning and sensibility. It's crazy. It's just the nuts. It's just nuts. Yeah, so everybody has their eyes on Texas. But Arizona and California are getting slammed. They're getting fucking, that's where all of them are coming in through. And Abbott's an idiot for fucking busing these people to blue states. That's exactly what they want. Don't bus them to red states. We don't want them here. I'm sorry. That's, no. It's a little too much. And they get fucking benefits. Look at this guy right here. You got to hear what this guy says.
Now, I've said this before.
See, there's that fucking music. I don't want to hear the music. TikTokers, whoever, I don't want to hear fucking music. I just want to hear what the person's saying. God damn it.
Give me 3 meals, housing, child care, education, a voucher for $9,000. You know what? I come to Chicago too. And that's what they're doing. They're telling people, and they're sending money back to back to Venezuela, to come to Chicago because they're saying, hey, the good times are rolling there. They're taking care of everybody. Now, when we have Venezuelans that are driving cars, where did they get a driver's license? Where did they get insurance from? And then you have
California.
Venezuelans being caught with drugs and guns. Where are they getting them from?
Here's the other thing. They're leaving. They're taking that money, buying a plane, and coming back in. And doing it again and again. They're making fucking money smuggling themselves across the fucking open and paid for and well-receiving border that we have. Man. Yeah. I don't want to hear... If I ever hear somebody say, oh, I'm a proud Democrat, I'm going to say, what the fuck are you proud about? That's what I want to hear. What the fuck? Oh, what is this? Oh, the cashew. I want to hear it. What are you proud of? That the Democrats were against allowing blacks to be American citizens or being able to vote? Or that you guys, the Democrats, fought against fucking Lincoln, who was a Republican, and then a Democrat killed Lincoln? Right? I'm telling you, you don't want to be a proud Democrat anymore. They're a lie. Just like the Green Party was a fucking lie. Now, I'm not saying the Republicans are 1,000 times better, but right now they're looking pretty good. Right? Trump, who really doesn't like the Republican Party, watch his rallies. He'll say it over and over again, which he's right. He shouldn't, because they've all fucking turned on him anyway. Is the guy you need to be fucking supporting. If you don't think that, then I can't help you. Yeah, Trump wants peace. He doesn't want people to get all this. Look at this fucking money. What did you get? You got $600 in 2020. That's it. Maui got $700. That's it. These people are getting $9,000, phones, health care, everything. They're fucking emptying out public schools to put these people in. So fuck your kids' education. We're going to put the illegals in there. This is not a joke. It's really happening. Everybody should eat a pear every day. I love pear. I just like fruit a lot. I'm totally into fruit, man. I'm a fruity guy, you know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy. Now, the things are just fucking crazy. All right? Man, this is just, I'm telling you. This is just getting so nuts. It's getting so fucking crazy. Like I said, it's like this girl is saying here in this article, right? The Black Swan events on the brink of civil war. They're going to do whatever they can to cause as much chaos so they can stop the election. I fucking am going to say it for the bazillionth time. They're doing it. It's already in place. They're creating as much war, as much tension. They're going to kill as many people as they can to start this shit. Right? That's it. They know, fuck, it's going to be worse than a landslide than it was in 2020. But what Trump needs to do, and I'm going to keep fucking telling these people, and if you're listening, anybody that's listening to the show that has direct contact with Donald Trump, vet everyone. Again, every fucking day. No, I'm not kidding. Have a talk with your people at least once a day. Say, hey guys, what's going on? Because I'm hearing something a little different about what's going on here, and you're telling me something different. So what is it? Because I'm going to find out. Either you're with me or you're not with me. And if you cross me, you're gone. I can't afford to have the swamp in my club, in my group, on my team. I can't. That's what he needs to fucking do. Because there are going to be people that are going to take the money. You know? There's going to be people. I bet you there's people in there already. And I keep telling those people, if you know this guy, make sure that he's vetting them every fucking day. Every day. Make sure that all the fucking people that he believes are on his side may not be. Now, his kids, that's different. They're always faithful. He wiped their fucking butts, man. And he did. He changed diapers. You don't believe he ever changed diapers? He changed fucking diapers. People don't even know that. But he did. Here's the problem that a lot of people won't understand or have a problem of understanding or don't want to understand right now is admitting that you've been fooled. That's the biggest thing. That's the hardest fucking thing to do. It's so hard. I was fooled. I was played. And then all of a sudden Russiagate came. All of a sudden Russiagate came. I'm like, well, that was bullshit. Then all of a sudden Stormy Daniels came. Well, that was bullshit. And then all of a sudden these impeachments that didn't stick. There was nothing there. Well, that was bullshit. And the more he wins these laid claims and bullshit that's thrown at him, and hopefully they'll just keep sticking to the wall that just won't fucking stick. Because Trump has got a fucking fire hose, man, and he's watching these walls quicker than you can throw this fucking shit. Because it's not saying he's got 91 counts and claims against him. 91. Try doing that. Try being in his position for fucking one day. You wouldn't be able to handle it. You'd kill yourself. Most of people, you'd probably take yourself out. Excuse me, YouTube. But I'm just trying to make a point here. But here's the problem. You won't get it out of your head that Orange Man is bad. You've got Donald Trump derangement syndrome, and it's obvious. Look, I had it. But after countless times, and then actually going past what Rachel Maddow said, past Lawrence O'Donnell said, past what Chris Hayes said, past what Cooper says, past what fucking The View says, past what all these other fuckers say in mainstream shithead fake news media, and finding out that the guy's just a fucking hardworking man. His dad was, and his grandfather was a fucking barber in the United States. He's just a patriotic American. Yeah, he rubbed elbows with a lot of fucking people, but what billionaire doesn't? Tell me one. Does Warren Buffett ever hang around with any politicians? Come on. Come on. Yeah, all the fucking time. So I don't want to hear your shit anymore. Okay? I'm just telling you, you've got to fucking wake up. Wake up. We got to protect that guy, make sure he gets there. Like I keep saying, he needs a legion of people that are dedicated. They'll go out to these polling stations. They'll go out to these voting prior to the election and get all the information on what they're using and how the process is going to go down in all the key districts and states, even the smaller ones. Just randomly hit smaller ones. Please, whoever's listening to me, tell Trump that needs to happen. I know some people that have direct contact with him, by the way. I'm going to share this. You need to get a fucking team of people out there finding out each and every system that they have. If a state has an overall process, that's good. But some of these states, like the blue states, oh God, there's like 5 or 6 different types of processes for voting. But you got to get into it now. And let them know you're paying attention. Let them know you're documenting. Let them know you are fucking totally and absolutely going to film everything. Yeah, you want the proof. When they start fucking stuffing ballot boxes and they start fucking prolonging shit and creating more time for them to fucking cheat again, you're gonna have your stop the steal information right there. They won't be able to fucking challenge it. That's what I'm saying. All right. Anyway. All right. I've been on for a little long. I think that's pretty much all I wanted to cover tonight's show. It was good seeing you. Thank you for being. Oh, hey, Snork. Sorry I didn't see you. Dems were trying to get illegal aliens the right to vote. Yeah, they were. Of course. This is just crazy. Sorry I didn't see you, Snork. I was in my moment. I was in my moment. But I'm just saying. This is nuts, man. This is really nuts. Wow. Yeah, I'm still just baffled how fooled I was. I know, Cheryl, you were kind of there too. I know. Snork might still be there, but I'm just telling you that, the Mary and Billy high school example is the best one I could use. The sitting president. Yeah. he deserves his spot. You know, if he actually really won, which I believe he did. Biden got fucking 81,000 people to vote for him. Really? Did you ever see his rallies? There were fucking 12 people there the whole fucking time. And they were all 6 foot safe. It's so fucking stupid. Oh, God. Just think of who you're fucking behind. Somebody that's been a lapdog and puppet of the corporate, lobbyist, authoritarian, criminalistic government for pretty much all his life, and everybody along with him, or somebody that came out of nowhere and helped and created business, created jobs, right? Was out there in the fucking thick of it all, working his fucking ass off. You couldn't last a day in his shoes. The guy gets up, I think, at like 4 o'clock in the morning, doesn't get home until like 9, 10 o'clock at night. Biden has had more vacations than Trump has in the past fucking 3 years. It's crazy. Trump's busy. He's not only running, proving and falsifying and proving that all these allegations against him are bullshit. Right? Fannie Willis, all this other shit, Scott Smith, God, this is terrible. These cases are going nowhere. They're fucking like imploding on themselves. That O'Connell one with $83 billion that he's supposed to pay, that's going to go nowhere because she's never going to get that money because he's going to appeal it. He's already appealing it. And then when he becomes president, he's going to make sure that is looked into a little deeper, which people are already starting to find out. Okay. Aliyah, is it Aliyah Abba? Right? Aliyah Abba is doing a great job. She's not doing a super, I don't know. It's a lot going on. But she is a force to be reckoned with. I'd put her in some fucking office. I'd put her in your administration to do something because she's got some fucking backbone. That's for damn sure. That's for bad. There's a lot of women out. Oh, by the way, she's a Republican woman. She's got fucking backbone like you wouldn't believe. She doesn't hide and lie and cheat and steal. And isn't underqualified like most of the people that Biden's put in office. So terrible. Aloha. Thank you for being here. Vote Trump, support Trump, and protect him. Thank you very much. Aloha. Mahalo.